I want you to listen to this video as a podcast. So continue doing your chores that you're doing around your household, laundry, washing dishes, and etc. Because we're going to go in depth and talk about the new features and new specs about the upcoming iPhone 16s, as well as a little bit of the Apple Watch. Let's get started. Now, of course, these are all rumors, and these are all things that people have been saying the past few months from inside leakers, journalists, and etc. So please treat this as a grain of salt because everything is, again, it's just rumors. It's not officially said throughout Apple. Let's start off with the iPhone 16s. The overall design is going to look exactly the same or very similar to the current iPhone 15s. The only main differences is going to be the camera improvements because there's a lot. For starters, for this base iPhone 16 models, it is rumored that it will feature a new action button, which will be able to support unique things such as the capability to slide your finger to use your camera to zoom in and zoom out without using or touching the display, and this button could be reprogrammed to do action button things like the iPhone 15 Pro currently does. This button is said to remove the mute switch, so it seems like that's going to be the place for this new action button. Now, as for colors, there has been colors getting leaked left and right, but one thing that does seem to be confirmed is there's going to be a new bright blue color, a turquoise color, and then a pink color. And then, of course, we'll have both a white and black color body choice to choose from. So the camera, it's going to be revamped, this time to be vertical. It's going to be a vertical camera system to be able to support 3D spatial video recording, which will allow you to view your videos in 3D if you own like a spatial video headset like the Apple Vision as an example. Now, in terms of processor, this will feature the latest A18 chip, which is strongly supported around new Apple AI abilities with Apple Intelligence. So this will allow it to have ability to create like unique emojis, text generation, and of course photo and imaging capturing abilities to like edit or capture certain unique things when you're taking a photo for video camera correction and improvement, color accuracy, and all that good stuff. But that's what's rumored to come out likely for the iPhone 16. But now let's go ahead and talk about the Pro lineup of the iPhones, the 16 Pro and the 16 Pro Max. So design, again, it's going to be very similar to like the 15 Pro's body design. It will continue to having a titanium body, but this time it's rumored to also be featuring a new titanium polished design than previous iPhones. So it's going to be more shinier than the current 15 Pro titanium natural body. The colors are said to be able to be available in both white, a gray, and a black, with rumors saying there will be a rose gold option. The camera will see a massive overall improvement for not just the Max version, but also the regular 16 Pro, as it's said to be able to have a new 5-time telephoto zoom lens, very similar to what we've seen in the past with the 15 Pro Max version, with a 48 megapixel sensor and an ultra wide lens. The processor on this one will be an A18 processor Pro chip, potentially with extra GPU capability to increase overall performance for both Apple Intelligence as well as overall performance. And the RAM memory for the 16 Pros will have 16 gigabytes of RAM. And with this new titanium body, it's also rumored to be slimmer than ever before, as all the internal components, including its MagSafe, it's also going to be slimmer, allowing it to have almost like an iPhone Air slimness. The OLED panels are going to be more efficient than ever before because Apple is rumored to be adapting some micro lens OLED panels technology to improve overall brightness and reduce power consumption from the OLED display. And with this new thinner body and improved titanium body, it's also going to have better thermal managing than ever before, which is great because my iPhone 15 does overheat, but it doesn't overheat to the point where it's not operational, but it has came close. But I'm sure by now we all are pretty familiar with the current complaints that a lot of people were saying about the current iPhone 15's overheating problem. Hopefully this new thermal management is much more improved on the upcoming 16 Pros. Now for the Apple Watch, this is the year where we're going to see the new fully redesigned Apple Watch. As is rumored, just like the iPhone 10, it's going to be called the Apple Watch 10 with the Roman numeral X. Not sure if this is true, if Apple decides to going back to this little mistake, but that's why everybody's saying it's going to be called the Apple Watch X basically, but Roman numeral, 10. But the screen overall, it's said to be larger than previous generations, that this will be a new smaller 45 millimeter, which in my opinion that's pretty big for a small wrist smartwatch. And then the larger size option will be the larger 49 millimeter display. So this will feature smaller bezels than ever before, but the screen durability, the glass is said to be thicker, so it's more durable, with an overall thinner body. But it's rumored to feature some improved health tracking ability like blood pressuring monitoring and sleep apnea tracking now. But there has been reports there may be a delay in some of these health features or the watch entirely. And then for the Apple Watch Ultra 3rd generation, we will see potentially minor design changes. And rumor has it we will finally have a new color choice to choose from, not the natural titanium color, but a new dark titanium color option to choose from. And then this will also feature an improved faster processor for both the Apple Watch Series 10 as well as the Ultra 2. And we'll continue having the new improved health tracking ability for your blood pressure, sleep apnea, but I'm not sure about the blood oxygen sensor ability, if Apple were able to work things out or change it so they don't have to run on an existing patent from another company. But one thing for sure, the Ultra 3rd generation is definitely going to receive satellite SOS abilities like the current iPhones typically do. And then the rumored Apple Watch SE will likely feature the current generation Apple Watch series design like the Apple Watch Series 9, just in a plastic body, which will feature brighter color choices to choose from, easily making this Apple Watch more marketed towards family with children so they could track them at school. And for pricing that we talked about, everything else should continue the same pricing that we've seen so far for the iPhones, the Apple Watch, as there's no rumors there's going to be a price increase or a price decrease. And then in terms of the date, everybody keeps going back and saying it should be around September 10th. I highly doubt Apple will do an event during September 11th. So it's very likely it will be held on Tuesday. So based off all of that, for Apple Intelligence, the iPhone 16s will be compatible with Apple Intelligence. Of course, the iPhone 15 Pros will also be able to have the update to also have Apple Intelligence ability. Now, I know many people are complaining that why doesn't Apple allow the older model iPhones to also feature Apple Intelligence? It honestly could just be down to the hardware, where it's possible it can run it on the iPhone 14s or older. It's really long to the point where it takes forever to process and it's just not meeting the Apple standards, unfortunately. But there you guys have it. Now you are informed on all the possible features and capabilities that the next generation of iPhones. If you would ask me if it's worth upgrading from the 15th to the 16th, I would say no. I would highly recommend just holding off until the iPhone 17s, because the current iPhone 15s, they have an amazing camera. So unless you rely on the camera for video capturing and such, there's really no need to actually upgrade. But if you're coming from an older iPhone, I think now would be a good time to actually upgrade it, so you can now have USB-C on your iPhone, as that is now the new standard. I think that would be the only valid reason why somebody may want to consider upgrading. Other than that, there you guys have it. Thank you guys so much for watching.